Hey, welcome to EPN. My name is Victor Lucas, and we bring you the latest in everything cool every single day around here. This one goes out to Dark Soul Davis, who says, sometimes I wish Vic would give me a shout out, LOL. Well, LOL, this rundown is dedicated to you. The Rocketeer is getting ready to take flight once again. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Disney is working on a reboot/sequel to their cult classic 1991 film, which will be titled The Rocketeers. Yes, you heard that right. They're making a sequel to The Rocketeer. Someone pinch me, I must be dreaming. The original film is easily one of my favorites and stars Billy Campbell as a mechanic turned Nazi battling superhero after he discovers a rocket suit made by Howard Hughes. Despite critical praise, it was a box office bomb when it was first released, but has since found a large cult following on home video, sparking Disney's interest in a sequel. Since 25 years have passed, the new film is expected to take place during the Cold War and focus on a new Rocketeer, which The Hollywood Reporter claims will be an African-American female pilot. If she's the star of the film, it looks like Disney is making good on their promise to include more diversity in their projects, so expect plenty of trolling from sexist and racist idiots online. We, on the other hand, think it's a great idea, but we hope our old pal Billy Campbell will be back as well. Given that the film is called The Rocketeers, it sounds like there will be room for more than one. There's no word yet on when we'll get to see the film, but hopefully we won't have to wait too long. You know, we'll have plenty more as new details develop.
Go get him, kid.
The time-bending adventure game Life is Strange has something very strange in its future. Legendary Pictures and Square Enix are joining forces to create a live-action TV series based on the hit episodic game. It's expected to follow the same basic story as the game, focusing on Max Caulfield, a high school senior who discovers that she has the ability to rewind time and alter events, sometimes with unexpected consequences. Given that the game is so heavy on story and characterization, making a TV series seems like a good fit, although it will obviously lose the core mechanic of giving players the ability to decide which events to alter and how. Legendary Pictures plans to release the Life is Strange series digitally, which means it will likely be available on various online streaming services, although they haven't revealed exactly which streaming services might be interested. There seems to be a renewed push in Hollywood to create new video game adaptations, with Legendary Pictures helping to lead the way. The studio recently released the big screen Warcraft movie, and they just inked a deal to create a live-action Pokemon film, expected to hit theaters in 2018. We'll let you know when more details on the Life is Strange adaptation come in.
Oh my God.
The latest Yakuza game is finally making the long journey across the Pacific. Sega has announced that the English language version of Yakuza 0 will finally hit North America and other Western territories on January 24th, 2017. As with previous Yakuza titles, they made us wait long enough. The game was first released in Japan back in early 2015. Yakuza 0 is a prequel to the main Yakuza series and shows how Kazuma Kiryu ascended the ranks of the Japanese mafia in the late 1980s. That means we'll get plenty of 80s nostalgia and encounter familiar characters who have since been killed off. Hopefully it will be worth the wait. Because Yakuza 0 took so long to come to North America, Sega has just about finished the next game in the franchise. The all-new Yakuza 6 is slated to debut in Japan this December. It doesn't have a Western release date yet, so who knows how long we'll have to wait for that one. There's always one thing you can count on in Hollywood. If a film makes a lot of money, it will get a sequel. Warner Brothers has greenlit a follow-up to their new horror movie, Lights Out. Producer James Wan is expected to be back along with director David F. Sandberg, who came up with the original idea for the film. Lights Out focuses on a creepy ghost woman who only appears when the lights are out, hence the title, and there are plenty of the jump scares that modern horror audiences seem to love. So why has a sequel been greenlit so quickly? In its opening weekend, the film earned $21 million, which doesn't sound like much until you take into account the fact that it cost less than $5 million to make. With a return like that, any studio is going to want more. Most horror movies, including all the others produced by James Wan, have a similar budget to profit ratio, and studios love making them because they're a very low-risk financial investment. Sometimes they're even good movies, go figure. Expect to see Lights Out 2 in theaters in the next few years. There's a new reason to be excited about the future of DC Comics. Jeff Johns, who's written and overseen some of the best DC projects in recent memory, has just been promoted to president of DC Entertainment on top of his existing position as chief creative officer. This means he'll have more authority to guide the direction of upcoming books like the new Rebirth line, and best of all, he'll work more closely with Warner Brothers in the upcoming slate of DC movies and TV shows. Jeff Johns is no stranger to film and television adaptations. He's written episodes of Smallville and more recently The Flash. Following the disastrous reception of Batman vs. Superman, Warner Brothers is rumored to have given him a much bigger producing role on their upcoming films. He's currently producing Justice League and Wonder Woman and is co-writing the Batman solo movie with Ben Affleck. We're big fans of Jeff Johns, so hopefully he can help put the DC cinematic universe back on track.
Don't believe everything you hear, son.
And before we go, take a look at the first trailer for The Great Wall, an American and Chinese co-production starring none other than Matt Damon. It's a fantasy film that reimagines history, with the Great Wall of China being built not to keep out invading armies, but instead giant flesh-eating monsters. The Great Wall is directed by world-renowned filmmaker Zhang Yimou, marking his English-language debut. And because it's a co-production between the US and China, it will be able to get a wide release in the emerging Chinese film market. It hits theaters in February 2017. And that wraps us up for the rundown, everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll be back again tomorrow. Hey, thanks for checking out that video on our EPN channel. It's just one small part of the things that we make around here. So if you liked it, don't forget to check out some of our other vids and hit that subscribe button.